What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Pumaplow. Welcome back to another plain and simple episode here on the PC. I do appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? And welcome. And this is the video after the big question that I asked you guys in the last video. So this will either be the last video on the regular size map, or it won't be, I guess. I am fully planning on actually, and this is before getting your guys' feedback, but obviously if you guys are absolutely 100% against it, then I probably won't do the whole 4X thing. But if you guys are mildly into it, then yes, I will do it. And we've already prepared the map as of recording this, so you guys will see that next week. If you guys said in the last video, yes, go ahead and do 4X. So I'm not really sure which way it's going to lie. Obviously, this is before I'm filming this voiceover, recording this voiceover, I should say, before that video actually goes live. So I'm very eager and interested to see what you guys have to say about the 4X map. Basically, what got the ball turning on it, why did I even start to work on it, honestly, was because of the people in TeamSpeak. Everybody in there pretty much said, yes, go 4X, go 4X, go 4X, and they offered to help set it up. So the next video, if you guys said go 4X, will be us setting the map up, and or one of two. Actually, the second one in that series of setting the map up. I forgot to hit record on my OBS program while I was live streaming that, so I don't actually have the video. So it'll only be one video of setting up the map, assuming you guys are interested. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, well, we'll talk about that later. One person really particularly helped me set up the map big time, and I will talk about that in a future video, of course. Let's see. The other thing I want to talk about, as of recording this voiceover, not that it affects this voiceover, but this is the first voiceover I am recording with the new video card. I have the GTX 1080 Ti. It's a Cadillac. Let's just put it that way. It is awesome. And I got the SC2. If you guys are curious, it's the GeForce GTX 1080 Ti SC2, and it's a EVGA, because I don't know why, but I have a thing for EVGA. So I decided to go with an EVGA card, and yeah, we're good to go. But definitely nice to have. So hopefully, well, let me put it this way. When we were preparing the 4X version of this map, my old 964 gig was not happy with the map. And at some point in time, I was lucky to get 30 frames on that map. So I kind of knew before I started that map that I really should upgrade the video card. I really wanted to upgrade the video card before Farm Sim 19. And obviously I have accomplished that goal. And a little early even, which is awesome, not gonna lie. But once I started playing the 4X version of this map to prepare it for the Let's Play, I realized I'm gonna need a new video card to play this map. So it hurts a little, but you know what, it's pretty cool, and I've got some things planned that are gonna be really awesome. Like I said, this series, Farm Sim or any of the games that I play on PC should start to look a little bit better, because I'm able to max out every game that I play. Just saying, crank the graphics all the way up now. Of course, I was going to buy this video card back in January when I built the computer, but I just could not justify almost $2,000 for a video card because of the whole Bitcoin thing. It was outrageous, and my 960, it worked. It worked for a long time. It's still a functional card. I'm actually going to be sending it to Stephanie Marie. You guys know her from Twitch and YouTube and all over the place. She has a 964 gig, and I was like, I'll send you the thing. You can SLI them, and it'll be better than one, right? Because it should. You're doubling your power there, so that should be a screaming computer when she gets that going. But I have to send it to her first, of course. I will get on that one of these days. So yes, but it is awesome to have that that GPU in there. It's awesome. It's awesome. Basically, the first thing I did was like load up a bunch of different games. I loaded Farm Sim, American Truck, Gold Rush. What else did I load? I messing around in my editing program. Some stuff like that, like right away. I'm like, I have to do this. I just have to take some time and load up all these different games and stuff just to see. And oh boy, American Truck must have a cap at 60 frames. I don't know if there's a way to change that, but 60 frames is plenty for me in American Truck. Let's just be real. Especially, it's all about maintaining, and it is definitely maintaining 60 frames now, which is fantastic. So, very nice there. Gold Rush, I was averaging around 100 frames a second in Gold Rush, and I cranked Gold Rush all the way up. Like, made it as pretty as it can be. So, it looks a lot better now. Oh, the other game I loaded into was PUBG. I played like 5 seconds of PUBG. Just long enough to like, oh, this game is pretty. And then I was like, okay, I need to move on. So it is very cool, you know. And the big thing is, honestly, I owe it to the fine folks on Twitch for donating and subscribing and using those bits to cheer and chat. Stuff like that. It really, really helps. And without that, the YouTube side is not enough to support upgrading equipment. Honestly, the YouTube side is very minor compared to the Twitch side. So, you know, I would still be able to do what I do. However, I would not be able to upgrade anything if I was just doing the YouTube side. So I appreciate those of you. I know there's a bunch of you guys that watch on YouTube that will also watch on Twitch or watch them back on YouTube. I appreciate you guys if you've ever donated, subscribed, gifted a sub to anybody, or flat out, did I say donated? I think I did. Hitting that PayPal, you know, I appreciate that stuff. And it just makes this, like, all possible. You know what I'm saying? So, there is that, and I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. So, yes, thank you guys for that. So anyway, concerning this map, basically, I'm going to harvest in this video. And then, did I record selling? I think I recorded just, yeah, okay, I know what I did. So in the next video, I kind of show, I believe, at least a little bit, I show how much money we end up with. I'm not entirely sure if I show, like, all of it. It's been a blur, and I know I've talked about this a lot, and I'm not complaining. Just hear me out for 2 seconds. My life has become a blur ever since my mother has come home. I'm not getting enough sleep because I'm used to sleeping in, let's just be real. I'm used to staying up late, getting my edits done, and working ahead on maps and stuff till 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 in the morning. Sleeping in late and then recording in the afternoon. That's kind of how I've been getting along here for the last... Oh, I was having all kinds of problems here. I'm actually really looking forward to, by the way, real fast, going to the new map and having to redo all of my Courseplay courses. Yeah, there's stuff that overlaps and different things like that. It's going to be nice to change them up. So there's that. The other thing is the field course, or the courses you can make. I could do like a field folder. Benedict was teaching me that. And then the other thing I got to get him to teach me is how to adjust the pipe angle in Courseplay. I'm sure somebody's like pulling their hair out. It's like, it's so easy, John. It's like, I'm sure it is. I just need the boy to explain it to me. And then I'll start using probably the bigger auger wagons because I need capacity, especially going to a 4X map. I may have to get a modded auger wagon as well. Probably going to bring in modded combines as well eventually. But when we start, we're just going to have the fields that we have right now. So anyway, back to my sleep schedule. I'm gonna whine a little bit, okay? I'm sorry. Just hear me out. But having to get up like every day, and which is, you know, it's not a problem. I'm not complaining. I would never complain about this stuff, but just, you know, it's taking an effect on me. Getting up every morning, making mom breakfast, getting her ready to go to either dialysis or doctors, or getting ready for therapists or nurses to come to the house. It's a lot. It's a lot. And like today, it's a Wednesday, so she's at dialysis right now. And then I had to like help my aunt clean her fish tank, and I installed a new video card, so it's already like 2:20, and I have to be done with Pumaplow work at about 4 o'clock, so that I can get, mom's gonna be home. You see, we have like a bus that comes and picks her up, takes her to dialysis. She's gonna be home about 4 o'clock, and usually she wants something to eat right away, which is fine and dandy. And then I have to make dinner for people in the house, and then I have to try to stream. I don't even know what I'm going to stream tonight. I have not even thought about that. Uh-oh. Is that bad? Probably. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm all about my life. I love my life. I wish these auger wagons... I had problems with these auger wagons while recording this video. And I don't know if it's just... like it's all me, most likely. And it's just a frustration thing, because I was kind of done with this map anyway. So it's like, when I'm kind of done with the map and I start having any problem... or not done with the map. Done with this version of the map, because at this point in time as of recording this, I was like all about going to the 4X, you see. So there's that. I'm into the 4X thing. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna log, we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. Just be prepared for it, guys. Be very prepared for the fun stuff on the 4X map. You know, we will get our animals back. It's going to take a little while to get our animals back going, because we're going to have to do like all of our mixed rations again. But that's not really a big deal. The thing, I can tell you this because I lost the footage. The night that we, and many of you probably watched us on Twitch when we did this. Words are hard, don't worry. Got a new video card and words are still hard. But many of you probably watched it live, where we chaffed the field. We planted the big field on the 4X map in corn, and we went ahead and chaffed it all on a stream, or worked on it for about 2 hours on stream. And then I'll go ahead and talk about it. Mr. Bison came in and did work. Okay, he did work. He finished it all by himself. He said it took him like 10 hours or something, and I came in the next day, or actually the next day I was on my computer, and he just sent me a message on Steam and said, hey, it's done. I'm like, okay. I appreciate it. I did not expect anybody to actually work on it, or maybe a little bit like the next evening with a couple of the guys, but he jumped in there and got it done. So, man, I appreciate it very much, Mr. Bison. And it was very cool of him to do that for me. Saved me a bunch of time, you know. Saved me a bunch of time of setting up courseplay and getting that rolling for that field. So, very, very cool of him to do that for me. I do have to replant it still, but I'll get to that. Ah, goodness. Little yawn. That's the other thing. I don't get enough sleep. Anyway, I'm not going to complain. I'm done. So we ran out of whatever we were selling here. So we had to like switch all of our trucks. So there's that. I believe that's what happened there, or that front truck got stuck. Something happened there. I'm not sure even. But when you're selling with like a bunch of trucks and you got tractors trying to come in and empty, it can get a little congested. I'm not gonna lie, it can get a little bit congested there at the homestead. You almost need like a dedicated dump site and a dedicated fill site, or yeah, that would probably work. Just a dedicated empty spot and a dedicated fill spot. Although I like the overhead bin, you know, I like his bin setup, you know, in this map, of course. But yes, so things that we will have to work on in the 4X map, we will actually have to do potatoes and sugar beets if we decide to feed, what is it, pigs? I think you have to use the beet pulp maker, the potato steamer and washer, which we'll probably use them even if we're not going to do pigs, which we might get into pigs on this map. I've not really decided. It was the third animal that you guys voted for, the third most popular animal out of 3, of course, which means nobody cares. But I could do it anyway down the road. Cows are first to get going again, and then I will definitely be buying sheep after that. And then if we decide to do it later on down the road, we will get into pigs. But that's down the road. We will be logging on the 4X map as well. We will be using the Scorpion King, and we will be logging. So that'll be fun. I've not really logged, especially in a series. Like actual logging. I don't know if I've ever done that in a series. You know, I've cleaned up trees around homesteads and stuff like that, but actual, like, in the forest, logging, making different things and having them sell, it's been a long time if I've done that at all in a series. Probably not, actually. Probably not in a series that I've actually done that. And if I have, it's been a really, really, really long time. Just saying. We will be hauling our own milk, or at least Horseplay will. Definitely going to use Horseplay a lot in the 4X version, and probably, well, let's just put it this way, a lot, because it's 4X, and yeah, we're going to have to be doing some running. So it is going to be very, very, very interesting going to the 4X map. Should be a good time, honestly. It really should be a good time, and should be a lot of fun. So, oh yeah, I bet that course is a little boogered up there. I actually need a truck on that course. It doesn't quite pull up far enough, or the auger wagon pulls up too far, because that tractor's kind of long. So if that tractor wasn't as long, it would actually work better. But that's okay. For some reason, I'm like all about using tractors here lately just to haul everything. Going to continue to do that for certain things like cutting grass, chaffing if we have to do chaffing again, which I don't know if we ever will have to do chaffing again. And I actually don't know off the top of my head how much chaff just that big field gave us. What I can tell you is on the 4X version of the map, the homestead storage is a lot bigger, which is fantastic because we don't have to use that north storage, and we don't have to use a pile on the ground. So there's that. So I went ahead right here, guys. I'm purchasing a 4th combine and a 4th auger wagon and a 4th quad track, and gonna go ahead and set up another rig because why not? I have enough fields, I think, to justify 4, if not more, combines. So I kind of figured, like, hey, why not? And yeah, it just made sense to me. It just made sense to me. Because we haven't really, what have we harvested this northern field up here? Was it field 5 or whatever, like one time? Something like that. So, you know, it's all good. Now, some of you might be saying, what are you doing? Why are you going wagon to wagon? Well, when setting up a new course for an auger wagon, I like to have a little bit of grain in it so that you can make sure it's going to empty into your trailer, tipper, whatever. I always just like to have some in there. It just makes it easier to me. I don't know. So there's that course, and I don't even think I save it because I'm like, I'm going to harvest one time and I'm going to be done on this particular save. So there's that. Now, what I will probably do, and I can totally see doing this, is turning down how much money I actually get in the new map. I haven't done that yet. I will probably turn it down because all the fields are purchased, all the same equipment is purchased, and do I really need to have somewhere north of $10 million by the time I got done selling everything on here? No, I do not. So I'm probably going to turn the money down a little bit so we actually have to do some harvesting and selling to kind of get back where we want to be, plus doing some sawmill work and stuff like that. It should be a really, really good time. It should be really fun. I'm not going to lie. It should be really fun. And I know I've said in the past that, like, I don't want to do a 4X map ever again, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you got to eat your words, and this is definitely one of those times because I'm going to do a 4X map again. But my point was before that, like, 4X maps are hard to get going with no money, and especially the last 4X map I played being Rattlesnake, that map was, honestly, it wasn't great. It would have been a decent multiplayer map, but single player trying to use course play, it just, I don't know, it didn't do it for me. So it was just like there was not enough to do in a way, plus the fences and the tiny little roads and all that stuff, that I just kind of got burned out on that map real fast. But because we're going to jump into a 4X map already set up, already with money, already with equipment, already with cows, like, it's going to help a lot. So You guys should see next week the setting up of the 4X map. I hope you guys enjoy it. And until then, I'm your boy John from Pumaplow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.